Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how to make this celestial inspired maxi dress, and it is very beginner friendly and easy to make. Mine only took a few days to make and I am really happy with the finished result. I hope that you guys absolutely love yours and that you make your own. Don't forget to tag me if you do. So let's get into the tutorial. The first thing that we're going to be crocheting for this project is the tube top, or the top part of the dress. And this is going to require you to take some measurements, and I'm going to insert a photo up here of what measurements you're going to need. But basically you just wrap your measuring tape around the underneath your armpit, all the way around, over the largest part of your bust, and then underneath your bust. And we're going to go ahead and start on that. And my chains and all of the sizing that I do is going to be based on my measurements, so your measurements will be different. Everybody's measurements will vary slightly, so just make sure that you measure yourself, but don't just measure yourself. Make sure that you try things on as you go, because crochet does stretch as well, so always take that into consideration. But my biggest advice is to always try on as you go, just to make sure that everything fits, because it's such a bummer. I recently had to redo a project because I did not practice what I preached, and I did not try it on, and yeah, it was way too tight. It did not go over my thighs. So make sure that you just continually try it on as you go. That is a huge piece of advice that I have for any level of crochet artist. Just try it on as you go. So once you have your measurements, just write all three of those down, and then we can go ahead and get started on the top portion of our dress. This is the yarn that I'm using, and Hobbii yarn sent me this, and I thought of so many different projects that I could make with this, but I finally settled on the Midnight Moon maxi dress because I thought how beautiful, like this sparkly yarn is so star-like, the blue is like the sky, it just all fit so perfectly together, and this yarn is absolutely exceptional. It is mocktail from Hobbii, and the color is Blueberry Mule, and it requires a 5mm hook, and it's 50% acrylic, 47% wool, 3% polyester, and it is a size 4 medium worsted weight yarn, and that is the yarn that I'm going to be using. I will let you know how many balls of this I use, but each ball I believe is about 98 yards in total. So I will let you know on screen how many yards you're going to need for this project. So now I am going to make a slip knot with my 5mm hook, and I'm going to chain an amount that reaches my first measurement that I took, the one from around my armpit, like underneath my armpit all the way around my body. So I'm going to chain an amount that reaches that measurement, and also take into consideration that crochet stretches. Make sure that once you get your chain, you wrap it around. Instead of wrapping the measuring tape around, you wrap your chain amount around, just to make sure that it properly fits. So go ahead and do that. Chain your amount that have your measuring tape laid out, but also make sure that you wrap it around just as you would wrap your chain amount around, just as you would for your measuring tape. So I'm going to go ahead and chain my amount. Now I have my chain amount, and look at the sparklies. Don't you just love it? They're like little stars. It's so much fun. Okay, so now I'm going to make sure that my chain is laying nice and flat. So just run your thumb across it. Make sure that they're laying flat so your chains aren't twisted at all. And once they're all straight, you can go ahead and use your hook and slip stitch into the first chain that you made, just connecting them all in a circle, just like that. And now at this point, go ahead and try it on and make sure it fits. Now I'm going to go ahead and chain one, and then in that same stitch that we slip stitched into, I'm going to put 1 half double crochet. And then in the next stitch, I'm going to put a half double crochet. And in the next. And I'm going to put 1 half double crochet in every stitch all the way around until I reach the beginning. So just 1 half double crochet in every stitch. I just completed my last half double crochet of the round, and now I'm just going to slip stitch in the top of the first half double crochet. Then I'm going to chain 1, turn my work so my seam is straight, and then in that same stitch I'm going to do my first half double crochet in that same stitch that we did the chain 1, and in the next stitch we're going to do a half double crochet, and in the next and in the next, and then all the way down again, just like we did for the first row. We're just going to do 1 half double crochet in every single stitch. Now I'm just going to continue on with my tube top, and if you need to do some increasing to fit the largest part of your bust, then you are more than welcome to do that. That's why I said to take all 3 measurements, just so you make sure that this fits you well. I just tried mine on and it fits me well over the largest part of my bust, and it fits just fine over the smaller. So I'm just going to make it just a continual tube just with this. I was going to do some increasing if I needed it, but I don't think that I need it. So I'm just going to rely on my trying it on and how it fits, and it fits very well. But for now I'm going to do quite a few rows of this 1 half double crochet in every single stitch until I reach the beginning, and then slip stitch into the top of the first half double crochet, chain 1, turn my work, and put my first half double crochet in that first chain 1 space and go all the way around. And do not forget to turn your work. And that is all that I'm going to be doing for the next few rows. So just the exact same thing as this row that I'm doing right now, the second row. So just the same thing. So if you want to go ahead and do that, we can meet back up after we're done with the top portion of the dress. I have 24 rows here for my tube top, and if you want to go for more rows or fewer rows, that is definitely up to you. But now that I used my 5mm hook for the top part of the tube top, I'm going to switch over to my 8mm hook for the dress portion, just so it's extra flowy and wavy. So I'm just going to attach my, actually I'm going to use my 5mm hook to slip stitch, and then pull up my loop and then insert my 8mm hook. And then I'm going to chain 2 now because we are doing double crochets, and then I'm going to turn my work. And now instead of half double crochets, we're going to do double crochets. So I'm going to put 1 double crochet into that stitch that we slip stitched into. It's a little bit tricky at first just because these stitches are a little smaller because they're using a smaller hook. So this row, we're just going to do 1 double crochet in every stitch with our new hook. I'm just doing for this next row, I'm calling it row 1 because it's just going to be row 1 of the dress flowy portion. So I'm calling this row 1. So for row 1, I am doing 1 double crochet in every stitch all the way around in these previous stitches here. So just 1 double crochet in every stitch, and if you don't want to switch hooks, you don't have to. But I'm just doing 1 double crochet all the way around for this round 1. Now I'm just going to slip stitch into the top of the first double crochet, and then chain 2, turn my work. So I'm just putting 1 double crochet here in my first stitch like we've been doing for all the previous rows, and then we have 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, and now I'm going to increase in the 5th. So we make 1, 2, 3, 4 double crochets, and then increase in the 5th stitch. And again, we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and in that stitch we increase. So there's 4 stitches in between every other, in between every increase. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then increase. And increase is just 2 double crochets in 1 stitch. And then we're going to repeat that sequence. 1, 2, 3, 4, increase. So we just put 2 double crochets into that same stitch. So we have 4 double crochets in between every increase of 2 double crochets. And then I'm just going to continue this all the way around with 4 double crochets in between every increase. Now I am just slip stitching at the end of the round, chaining 2, turning my work, and then I'm going to put my first double crochet into that same stitch here. So that's 1, and now we're going to be doing increasing of an increase in every 4th stitch rather than every 5th. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, which is our increase stitch. And then we start again with 1, 2, 3, and 4 is our increase. So now there is 3 stitches in between every increase for this round. 1, 2, 3, and increase in the 4th. One, 2, 3, and increase in the 4th. And I'm just going to do this all the way around. Now I finished that row of doing an increase in every 4th stitch, and now I'm going to do my slip stitch, of course, at the end of the row, chain 2 and turn. And now what I'm going to do is kind of stick with this ruffle for a couple rows by doing just 1 double crochet in every stitch for a couple rows. But I'm going to remember the sequence of what I did with increasing in the 4th stitch, because when we start increasing again, I'm going to increase in the 3rd stitch and then the 2nd stitch and then possibly every single stitch. But we're going to see, I'm just going to play it by ear because with the bigger hook size, I don't have to increase as much because it's already a little bit more flowy than if I was just using the 5mm hook. So for the next few rows, I'm just going to do 1 double crochet in every stitch and just add to this ruffle a little bit, and then we'll meet back up and I'll let you know how many rows I've done of just the 1 double crochet in every stitch, and then we will resume with our increasing. Now I'm on the 13th row. I've done 10 rows, I think 10 rows of just 1 double crochet in every stitch, but I'm on the 14th row now. This is row 14. I've done 13, now I'm on row 14, and I'm going to do a little bit more increasing. So I have 1, 2, and then in the 3rd stitch, I'm going to do my increase. So do 1, 2, and then in the 3rd, do an increase of 2 double crochets in that same stitch. So I'm just doing 2 stitches in between every increase. So just 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, and then increase. So an increase in every 3rd stitch going all the way around, just to add a little bit more to our ruffle. And then once this row is completed, I'm going to do go back to our doing 1 double crochet in every stitch for quite a few more rows. So after this, that's what I'm going to do. Just 1 double crochet in every stitch, and I'll let you know for how many rows I do that for. I was going to do more increasing, but I ended up getting worried that I wouldn't have enough yarn, so I just stopped increasing because I wanted it to be a maxi dress for sure. So I was like, if I don't have enough yarn, I will be so sad. So I just kind of stopped increasing, but if you want yours to be more flowy, you can definitely continue increasing where we left off. I believe we left off with 2 double crochets in between every increase. So if you want to continue increasing, you can go ahead and do that. I did end up having enough yarn, so I am kind of bummed that I didn't increase a little bit more, but it is totally okay because I am super happy with how it turned out, and I don't think I would change anything other than the fact that I might later on add a sewn or crocheted moon applique to the front of the top part, like the tube top part. I might do that. I just didn't have the time to do it with the deadline that I had. I just didn't have the time. But basically where we left off with how I said I'm just going to do 1 double crochet in every stitch, I just continued on with that, with doing 1 double crochet in every single stitch until the dress was done. And then it was time to add on the straps, so I just tried it on and like put stitch markers in where I thought the ribbons should go. And if you don't want to add ribbons, you don't have to. You can add like a chained strap, like you could attach your yarn to the spots where the stitch markers are and just chain a certain amount and have just some crocheted chains as your straps. But also make sure to count your stitches and measure how I'm doing so that each side you have an even amount of inches on each side for the straps, because you don't want them to be wonky. So this is the ribbon that I'm using, just some silver ribbon. So I cut 4 long-ish ribbon pieces and just weaved it in through in between one of the half double crochets on each side, and then I just tied all of them together to make the straps, and it stayed up fairly well without the straps, but I think they just add so much extra fun. I love the ribbons. I'm a big fan of ribbons, but if you don't like the ribbons, again, you can just go ahead and attach your yarn where the stitch markers were, and then just do a bunch of chains on either side, like on the front of the tube top and then on the back, making sure that it is even amount of stitches on each side, just so everything is nice and cohesive. But this is the finished dress, and I think she is beautiful, and I am so happy with how it turned out. I hope you guys make one because it's just so magical and beautiful. And thank you again so much for watching and all the love and support. I hope you guys have an amazing rest of your day. Bye friends, love you.